Hello, my friend. I am here again because I want to speak about my experience with e-commerce I had since March because I started the lockdown and I am self-employed and I was going so much to London. I decided to stop my travel towards the capital and stay at home before Boris told us to do that because I am Italian. I was seeing what's happening, blah blah blah, and so I found myself at home and say, my God, what can I do? And I started to do some research on Google, on YouTube, and I had the brilliant idea to start e-commerce. I had already a website. It was a good website. I don't want to say with whom I was, which platform, but in my view, it was too much limited, especially if I had to add some link. It was too much complicated. No, it was not connected with WordPress. And when I started in March, I was not very good. I was not a great IT. I'm not brilliant, but now after 7 months studying quite every day computers, I can understand a bit better computers and software and this kind of stuff. So I did a research and arrived at Shopify, and I decided that this platform was good for me because in this platform I can sell my items and I can write my blog because I was looking at something that was a blog but also a website to sell my fashion design and my antiques and also my picture like life model and my video like life model. So I needed something with a sort of freedom. If you open a website, not a website, practically profile on eBay or on Etsy, okay, you can sell your things, but you don't have lots of freedom. Instead, Shopify honestly give you all the freedom you want. Obviously, the content must not be something like adult stuff. In that case, I don't know. But if you upload decent stuff, you have all the freedom you look for, and the expense is not too much. I'm paying for the start that in pound is about £20 per month. That honestly is very good. The other website that I had was paying £15 per month, but it was very limited. Instead, here, no. And I did all my research online, watching Google, watching on YouTube free videos, and also looking inside the platform. For instance, once you join Shopify, you have lots of article in the blog. You can join the blog, be part of the conversation in the blog, and you can ask help, and there is always an expert that reply to you. For instance, now after 7 months, I am not more an amateur in my work, and at this moment I need a proper IT, a web designer that is specialized in fashion, and I have asked Shopify to send me a serious a list of address of these experts that are part of the Shopify platform, and I will do a research. I will contact one of them and I will ask them to see if my website is now really professional, because I want to be a professional. Step by step I have arrived at that level. I want to increase my sale, and I want to deal with Google. Google is quite difficult because there is the merchant center, they have specific rules, and if you don't respect the rules, you can be part of the free ad of Google Shopping, and also Google ad is stopped if you don't respect what they are asking. But it's quite complicated if you are not an expert IT, so I have thought that I have enough thought of this stuff, and I will ask and pay an expert. Anyway, what I am saying is, first of all, when you decide to do e-commerce, you need to think that is not true what you see, for instance, in those ads that you can watch on YouTube, that they say, oh, you open a shop in Amazon, and in a month you start to become a millionaire, because look at my example. She say, I am selling a tea bag, and now through Amazon I am famous and rich. So, cioè, you really believe this? If she is rich, she is on YouTube advertising her tea bag? No, this is, I can say is a scam, but this person is not saying the truth, and is everywhere. I had to block her. Every time she appeared on my YouTube ad, I had to stop her, because I couldn't understand why she was there, and I could suffer her voice saying all that shit. So, when you start e-commerce, don't believe at this kind of people. Do before a research, go on Google, go on YouTube, join the platform, and in the platform there is lots of things that are free. If you don't want to lose much time in building your website because you are not clever, or you are not time, or you can understand so many things, ask the help of a proper web designer. Do a research, don't stop at the first one, at the friend of friend, because they must know the platform that you join. So you need, for instance, if you join Shopify, you need to ask Shopify to send you a list of their experts, because they know the platform and they know how to move. The same if you join, I don't know, Etsy, and you want to open a proper profile, a website with Etsy. You need to ask the platform this. Anyway, after this introduction, I tell you what I did in these 6 months. At the beginning, I decided to do drop shipping. Drop shipping means that you import stuff, for instance, from China, in your shop. You don't pay nothing up front. You just need to download a software. There are several software. Some are free, some are not free. I don't say any name, sorry guys, because I don't know with this copyright. I don't want they delete my YouTube channel and my profile around in this social media. Anyway, I download a couple of software, and I started to import items from China to my shops. I open shops on Etsy, Shopify, Bonanza, and 2 shops on eBay. In the beginning, this drop shipping seems to work, even if you need to be very careful when you decide to do this markup, that is what you earn when you effectively sell the item, because you need to consider first of all the tax. You need to think that on that item you will pay the tax, and then you need to be very careful on the shipping cost, because the shipping costs are very important in this work. If you do a mistake, your markup can be equal to 0, or also lose money. And sometimes I did at the beginning some mistake, and I decided to import some stuff from China to the States, but I didn't exclude some areas. And I still remember A lady, she wanted to buy video games for her son, and she was living in Ecuador. But when I went to buy these video games in China, want to buy from the shop in China, I realized that the courier DHL was asking for a small video game from China to Ecuador more than £100. So I had to cancel the sale because I could pay for her and I could ask her more than £100 to do this. So the shipping costs are very important in this work. But then there were many problems in this drop shipping because of this COVID. There were an item could arrive after 2 months, and the customer obviously was annoyed. Sometimes was angry because I was saying, I have bought my item in July, in May, and I'm receiving now that is early of August. I know it's not is the COVID or the situation, but anyway I decided that I have enough of this drop shipping from China to Europe or to the States, also because if there was some problem with the item, it was not very easy to deal with the people in China, because they want proof. They sometimes they don't say you are right, they always find an excuse not to give you right. So at that point I say, but for what? Sometimes on an item I was earning like £1. All this work for what? So I still do a small drop shipping in my shop, but I have decided to sell antiques, old books, vinyls. I'm going around looking stuff and upload this item on my shops, and then obviously on Bonanza, on Etsy, eBay, other Ebit, other website where there is this auction system. I contact directly the auction to see if my item can be sold through their platform, also Katawiki. There are lots of platforms. Go on Google and do the research. And the things I say, be careful to buy this course of these people that advertise themselves on this YouTube, saying, oh, you will become a millionaire in 1 month, become a millionaire. No, can be true. Really can be true. Or he sell drugs, or he sell stolen money. Otherwise, cannot be true. You need to be devoted at your work. Another thing that I learned in this month is instead print on demand. Again, I don't do any name, I don't say with whom I'm working, because I don't want to favorite one shop, one company or another one. I work with several companies. Anyway, print on demand is again something similar at dropshipping. You don't pay nothing up front, but you need to be creative. You need to create your design. You become a fashion designer like me. I am an artist. You can see lots of painting behind me. For instance, many of these paintings are part now of my fashion design. They are now bags, rucksack, t-shirt. I create my design through this company. Then this company practically transfer my design on a mock-up. Mock-up is a model of this company. Stay there, and this model is used by everyone that join this company. They upload their design on this model. So you don't need anymore a studio, a photographic studio. You don't need anymore a photo camera. You don't need anymore a model. There is in this fabulous company that are not in China but are in the USA or in Canada, where you do your design and then through a system, through a software, this design go on the mock-up, this model, and you are ready. I always advise to choose the mock-up where there is the white behind, so your product can be seen better, because sometimes at the beginning I say, oh, I like this mock-up, instead the background was dark, and for instance my bag was disappearing in the dark. Instead it's better if behind there is a white behind your product. And then there is the integration. It means you connect these companies that are doing print on demand to your shop, and you automatically transfer this design from the company that is doing print on demand on your shop. Obviously, before uploading the product in your shop, you need to prepare the price, and again you need to consider tax and of your country, and you need to consider the shipping cost. But usually this company tell you how much you pay for the shipping cost in different places. For instance, I ship worldwide, or quite worldwide. I need to exclude some part of Africa, or South America, or Asia. But anyway, all Europe, all North America, Mexico, States, Canada, Greenland, Australia, New Zealand, and I see how much is the shipping cost. So I add shipping cost. I do a medium, no? Say, okay, if in America is £4 and in Australia is £10, I do 10 plus 4 divide for 2, and I add £7, no? And $7, sorry. And then I try not to use a pound, because a pound is a restricted money, is just restricted in the United States, but I want to work worldwide, so I prefer using dollars. You need to do obviously the calculation, because when you transform a dollar in pound, for instance, you can see how is the different. But anyway, I prefer to sell in dollars, because dollars is more common than pound in the world. When you want to work worldwide, it's better using dollar, in my view, than pound. Obviously, you can add in your website, if you use Shopify, the change. The people go there, if they are, for instance, in Europe, they transfer your price in dollars in euro, and they can see how much is really the cost in their own country. And nothing, when that is done, you have the possibility on Shopify to share your product on all the most important social media. So you connect Shopify with Facebook, with Instagram. Instagram is more complicated than I explain how to do. But anyway, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Instagram is very boring, annoying, because it was not created originally for this kind of stuff, and the owner doesn't want to change Instagram, so you can share any link on Instagram, and this is very annoying, because people, for instance, in Twitter, they see the picture of your bag, and you put the address of your website, and is a link, so they press there, they go automatically to your website. On Instagram, no, they need to copy and then touch on, it's more complicated, it's not automatically. But for instance, through Shopify, you can connect Instagram to your Shopify. That is not easy, because your Instagram must be professional, must not be a personal profile. And they check if the picture are decent, and then you on your Instagram profile, and if they think that your profile is decent, Shopify is connected to Instagram, and then you can tag the product that you upload in Instagram, and people press on the picture and go automatically to your shop. It's much more complicated, and I am a life model, and there are many pictures where I am showing my body, my palm, and they say no, your profile on Instagram is not very decent to be connected to Shopify. They say the Instagram, I say okay, fuck off, doesn't matter, I have all the other platform, doesn't matter. Anyway, this is what I have done in all this month. It's a hard work. You need to be devoted at your work. You need believe in what you do. I don't think that if you are an expert of IT, you can do like a part-time job. If you are an expert IT, maybe you can do like a part-time job, but you need to be devoted at this work. But then is amazing because you do your design and then is transformed in a dress, for instance. Last thing, I always advise, you don't pay nothing up front, but I always advise to order some samples to see if the products that you advertise are decent. For instance, I work with a company that in my view is a bit more expensive, but the quality is fantastic. I order several items from them. When they arrive, I say simply, my God, they are fabulous. These products are not made in China. These products are made or in Europe or in the States. Depends the order from where arrives. If the order arrives from Australia, they have the company that is printing in Australia. If the order arrives from Italy, they have the company that is printing in some place in Europe. And the same for the States. So I always advise to order some samples from the company where you are dealing this business and check if everything is fine. Okay guys, thank you very much for listening me. I hope was interesting what I say. If you like, join my YouTube channel and subscribe at my website where I will send also the news for my new product or antiques or also painting. www.lauraartist68.com. Thank you for listening me and have a good day. Ciao!